Today on Supreme Rips and Tips, let's get this sheet finished. We will be one step away pricing after we've performed these steps today. What I want to start off with is, since we have now finished our pictures, I had a few questions that lingered when I was doing these finalized. Why did I have three of these? Well, in fact, I went and looked in Terrence Davis. I did have a green and a teal. That is accurate. There were three Terrence Davises. There was two Keldon Johnsons, if you remember. One is in fact a duplicate. I don't want this card nor that card number 401, so it's fine for me now to delete this whole row. That's now accurate. And the final question I had was, what was this? Was it green? Was it teal? Well, it was simply a prism. It's not teal or green. So I'm going to take away that question mark. That finishes all the questions we had. Now I'm going to make a decision. In essence, something I haven't liked with this whole set is it's really not inserts. It's Panini Chronicles. So I'm not going to leave the word Chronicles in here. I'm going to take it out. And I know from here down, in this one here, I'm going to make it Prestige. So I'm showing you a live change I'm making to my thinking on this particular oddball Chronicles. So I just pasted that down, and now I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to do that for all of these. It won't take me but a minute. You're going to see just part of manual labor. This is a choice I'm making, and it's going to make sense here soon because these fields are important, and these aren't inserts. Insert is actually a field in eBay, an actual field. This is just a Panini card, so I will just call it Panini. And Control C is what I'm doing here. I'm going to the end of Panini, Control V, and I will delete these. There's not many of these. This is something that I wasn't going to do off camera because I just want you to see how easy it is to move things around. I think I told you originally I don't mind typing anything once. In this case, I'm typing it twice because I already typed it once over here. So be it. Didn't cost me a penny. It's all manual labor. On to playbook. We're almost done here. I said it would take me about a minute. We're going to have a timestamp real quick on this. Pull out the rest of these playbooks. And these are Donruss. Going to have a problem with this name. It's really long. Donruss Rated Rookie. I may have to manage that later. You'll see where. Whoops. What did I do here? I typed that in the wrong spot. You see, I just Control Z to undo what I did. Don't want to go too fast here. Rated Rookies end right there. And this starts Essentials. Say that twice. Control V, get rid of the Essentials and the Donruss Rated Rookie. I'm just glancing to make sure I've lined these up correctly, and I have. And I'm on the marquee. This is the only set I'm aware of that has sets inside of the set. So this is really odd and never has to happen. Talk and type at the same time. This never really has to happen to make these changes. You'll see why I made them here soon. I'm just going to do the XR here because I see it. Control C, paste it down to here. Control V. There's no need for me to paste these or delete those. So Recon starts there and Recon ends there. I believe this is Prism Update is the actual name of that set that we're working right there. And then Crusade. It's all just part of the management of the spreadsheet. I own the sheet. I can do it however I want, especially knowing where these cells concatenate to later. This is Phoenix. In essence, if this entire set was Phoenix, all of this would say Phoenix in the set. That's why this is where this belongs, not in the insert section. And the last one here is Classics. I get the feeling that probably took 2.5, 3 minutes. What do I know? That's done. getting rid of these insert names. Now that row's clean and clear. It's going to change nothing over here in the title, except it takes out the inserts now. Why don't I have Panini Chronicles? Oh, I won't see a set name. I thought, where did the set names go? Now they're appearing here. The first, after Chronicles, there is no word. Look down here. See how it says Prestige in the title? You can see it here. This is the title field, the exact title we're using at eBay. This is the description field. This red means it's over 80 characters. I know what needs to happen. What needs to happen in theory is I need to take out some words here, some characters. I'm just going to start with taking out Minnesota and see if it worked. And look, it did. So now I want to show you something. I Control Z to undo what I did. Actually, let me redo. No, I'm going to Control Z. That's where we were. This is telling me it's over 80 characters. The description field, it doesn't matter. So stick with me here. I'm going to go change this to say Timberwolves. Well, I want it to say Minnesota Timberwolves in the description. This cell here is a formula. It says, give me whatever is in this cell. Well, right now, I like what it says. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy what's there, and I'm going to paste special values right over it. So this is no longer a formula. It's the text that was there. Now watch. I'm going to change this back to Timberwolves, or to Timberwolves, and two things are going to happen. One, I'm now under 80 characters, and two, the red went away because I'm under 80 characters. But my description still says Minnesota Timberwolves. That's in fact because I took away the formula here. See how this formula is a copy of this cell? By doing that paste special, before I take out Minnesota, I'm keeping Minnesota in the text. So let's do that with this one. We got a long name here. We got the 3-name job. This may be, taking out New Orleans might not work. So first and foremost, this cell right here is a formula saying just give me whatever it says in this cell. I want this text, so I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to paste special, values again. Now that's not going to change when I change this. Let's try and just give it Pelicans and see if it gets us under 80 characters. We win. It's no longer red. You come down here, and I'm going to do that for all of these. That may seem like a hassle. Hey, that's part of the game. I'm ready for it, and it's quick. Now here's how I do it so it's not one at a time. I'm going to take these two, Control C, and then Control Shift V. Look here. It's text. It's not a formula. Look here. It's text. It's not a formula. I'm going to do the same with these right here. Control C, Control Shift V. Control C, Control Shift V. Same here. Control C, Control Shift V. I'm doing this to save all of the text in these columns before I take out the team name to make it shorter. Yeah, there's a lot of these. Yeah, it can be a hassle again. This is an odd set with these odd, long names. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm signing up for it. It's going to be in the video. If I can get through this, I can get through anything is the way I see it. So, back to our first one. Here's how I'm going to work this. I'm just going to slide these over and type Pelicans. It either works or it doesn't. Keep your eye over here in the red. It should go away. Look at that. I don't have to type Pelicans again. It's going to find it. Now I'm going to get to this one here, and I'm going to type just Raptors. See how they're going away on the right? I can Control C, Control V, Control V. Here's Pelicans again. I don't have to type it if I typed right. Here's Timberwolves. You can see the problem. And here's Warriors. It's just too long of names. Here's Warriors again. It finds it. A couple keystrokes. Timberwolves. It finds it. and all our reds are going away. This is really pretty quick. Again, I don't need pay software to do these things for me. It really takes seconds. I'm actually talking through this as I'm doing it. Okay, look at there. So Control Z back. When I typed Pelicans here, I got under 80 characters. So it's the same player. So if I type Pelicans here, you'd think I'm under 80 characters. I'm not. It's still red. It's because teal's involved here. I'm not going to monkey around. We're talking about cheap cards. No disrespect. I'm just going to get rid of the team name. It's gone. It's gone from the title. It's not gone from the description. So here's Timberwolves. And it clears it out. These go real quick. Looks like Hornets. And Pelicans again. And Pacers? No, Cavaliers. That job is, oh, a few more. We're on this line, long name. It's just going over 80 characters. Pelicans and Timberwolves. That job is done. No more red. So the title column, I know I won't have any errors when I upload. They're all under 80. Remember, these are all formulas from what we did over here. Here's the set name. Here's the player name, card number, team name. If there were an insert, it would show here. Slide down to threads, Panini, luminance. And these are just formulas telling me, give me whatever's in this cell. This is what's going to be in our description on eBay. Those columns are done. Now let's get to some more. We're going to do everything but pricing at this stage. Let's start here. I've got these three columns which are part of pricing. 1 is yes, 0 is no. This is best offer if it's enabled or not. I'm enabling you can give me an offer. I'm also enabling what that offer amount will be, that if you offer me an amount, I will auto accept it. That's what this column is. And this column is, you're going to have to give me a minimum amount of a bid. Well, how do I know what the minimum amount and the best offer is going to be? I just do formulas. So no matter what I put for a price, if somebody offers me 90% of it, you're going to buy it right away on my site. You don't even have to wait for me to counter. So there's your tip. If you want to make me an offer, know right away that I'm going to accept 10% less than what's posted. You're watching my video, you deserve that. So there's your 10% discount. However, you're going to have to offer me at a minimum 60% of what I'm asking for me to even entertain receiving your offer or counter offering. It's going to auto decline anything below 60% of my asking price. Again, where's that come from? B2, the start price. We'll do that in our last video. So if I'm going to have offers enabled, that's going to say what percent of that price, starting price, I'll accept automatically. And this is the amount that you have to offer me for me to ever entertain it. This column is pretty easy. Is it autographed, yes or no? I default everything to no because most cards are not. I will go manually change this to yes if in fact it's an autograph card. That simple. If it were an autograph card, that's going to be noted over here in the parallel. Auto /99 green, whatever the case may be. We just type it right there. Actually, let me just give you a quick visual. Look, it's showing over here in our title, and it's showing in our search as well. These are key things, so we never have to type these things again. That was autograph. Quantity is always 1 with cards. I rarely change that, so I default my master sheet entirely to 1. Shipping. This is the shipping profile. What's your shipping profile? If you have an eBay account, go to your business policies. I'm going to show you some shots of my business policies here, and you're going to see that I have, let's just talk about these 99-cent cards as a whole. These are going eBay standard envelope. So I know I use standard envelopes. They're 10 by 4 by 1. They weigh 1 ounce. There's no question about that. And for that profile, that is $1.12. And it's that number right there. That number right there, folks, is what gets entered right here. That's the number. So whatever your business policy is, you put it right there as your business policy. Again, I've showed you the weights. Custom label. We can do anything we want here. This custom label is literally what I decide to be. So I can either, I see a lot of guys use this to tell them where the card is in their box. That's one way you can use it. With any PSA card that I do, I have a formula in here that says give me the PSA number and it'll fill that automatically. That's where we're going to go today. This gets us to everything but conditions and prices. And once we do conditions and prices, we're ready to upload this with the click of 4 buttons. It's coming. We're almost done. Stay tuned for more on Supreme Rips and Tips.